Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and persons in between. My name is Tim Snowburn, and welcome to another episode of Not So Serious Issues, where we continue the slideshow that I started when I first launched the channel. If you are watching this, it's because I am on vacation in Minnesota. I said that I was going to go back there for a couple of weeks to visit friends and family and attend the nerd convention that I mentioned in my MST3K review, wearing the suit that I wore in that video. And I thought while I'm away, I would show you more of the slideshow that I started when I launched the channel. When I first launched my channel, two of the first videos that I put out were a slideshow of different pictures from my life and me telling stories about me. Sort of a way for you to get to know me. So I thought, while I'm on vacation in Minnesota, I don't really have time to shoot and edit videos properly while I'm there. I shot several of those slideshow videos all at once, and now I just have to cut it into different episodes. So I thought, as long as I'm on vacation in Minnesota and don't have time to shoot and edit videos the way I normally do, I would just go ahead and edit the one video that I made and put out episodes of that. So that's what you're getting while I'm gone. Last time I started talking about my life as an English teacher in Korea and introducing you to some of my students. This time I'm going to show you more of that, and we're going to take a little break from Korea, and I'll show you some pictures from my vacation to Thailand. This girl kind of went through an identity crisis. Like, she changed her name like 3 times. But a lot of fun. This was the result. I played this game. Yeah, they decided that was me. I played this game where I would ask a question or give them a problem or something like that, and they would add something. One person at a time would add something to this picture, or color it, or do something. And this is what we ended up with, and they named it Tim. They loved me. Yes, they did. I love those little monsters. We played a lot of Hangman. This happened, and one time, I don't know why I let them get away with this, but there was another time where the puzzle, I don't remember the answer to the puzzle, but they were guessed S, and I'm like, nope, no S. H, nope, no H. I, nope, no I. And then this quiet kid in the back, who's normally a pretty good student, looks at me and goes, T. And I'm like, nope, hey. Because I don't think the rest of them put it together, but he knew. Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. It's a Harley store in Seoul, surrounded by a bunch of Buddhist art for some reason. I thought it was poignant. Gay Pride Festival in Seoul. I would have never thought that. But yeah, apparently that's a thing. I only knew there were 3 gay teachers in my school. The first year that I taught there I had 10 or 12 coworkers, and there were 3 gay teachers in my school, and we all went to this Pride Fest. It was kind of cool to see. I didn't think that Koreans in general were comfortable enough with homosexuality to have a Pride Fest, but there it is. That was the theme, queer scandal. Ooh. Just an example of the randomness that is Korea. What do we have here? A kayaking Jason Voorhees, a skydiving Santa Claus, and a French alien. It's Korea, won't you? More randomness. I don't know why Santa is exposing himself, but my childhood is ruined. Cherry blossoms, that was a cool thing. Along a lot of streets, they had, I don't know if they had a holiday dedicated to cherry blossoms, or if there's a festival. I know it's a festival. This is not the best picture of them. I think there's a better one later. This was kind of on my path to work my first year. Fog trucks, oh man. I don't know if it was DDT, but I'm pretty sure it was some kind of pesticide. These trucks would drive around and blow that shit everywhere. One time we were on the other side of that bridge there, and we were on this side, and the truck was on the other side of that bridge, and we saw it coming, and me and my friend. We were just racing to get across that bridge so we didn't have to breathe that shit. I was about a foot taller than most people in Korea, so I got this. This was the view on the subway a lot. This is in Thailand, yes. The hotel that I stayed at in Thailand, in Bangkok. I spent not one but 2 nights in Bangkok, and this was the view from the deck. It was raining heavily that day, I can tell you. So, but it was cool. One funny thing about this neighborhood, there was this dog. There seemed to be a lot of strays in Bangkok, and there was this one dog. His sack hung almost to the ground, and he was like a tall, not a small dog. He was like a lab, but again, his sack hung almost to the ground, and it would swing back and forth when he walked. It was so funny, and I kept thinking, man, I wonder what it's like when he runs. And sure enough, the next day, I saw it happen. He was running down the street, and that sack was just about died. Hilarious. Yes, in Korea, churches are all over the place. Christianity has caught on big time there. I used to play this game where every once in a while when I was walking around, especially Seoul, I would stop and try to count the number of glowing red crosses that I saw. And there was almost always at least 5 or 6. Like, you had to go looking for a Buddhist temple, but the churches were everywhere. It was crazy. This is Cambodia? Yeah, I think this is in Cambodia. This is my tuk-tuk driver. You pay like $10 and they drive you around all day. I want a tuk-tuk. It's nice. Well, I just want to be driven around in a tuk-tuk. Being the driver, I don't know. Maybe a cool side business someday. They have those in Portland. Cool. Lots of... because I went to Cambodia and Thailand, and I noticed that the temples in Thailand were quite a bit more ornate and psychedelic. It was like Buddhism on acid. And whereas the temples in Cambodia were less colorful, more subdued. All right, I guess that's going to be enough for today. What do you think? Have you ever been to Thailand? Does it look like a place you want to go? Have you spent at least 1 night in Bangkok? Have you ever been to a tropical island? Have you ever checked anything off your bucket list? Have you taught English anywhere? Have you taught English in Korea? I want to take a minute to thank all of you who have been sharing my videos. I've seen some shares in my analytics, and I wish I could thank you personally. I don't know who's doing that, but I really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow my channel here, so I really appreciate the shares. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please click like, then subscribe, then share, and then comment below. In that order. If you screw up the order, your computer will self-destruct. So more from Thailand next week on the next episode of Not So Serious Issues.